It's now been 8 months since DJi released the Action 3 action camera. Now if you're a regular viewer on my channel, you'll know that 2 months ago I released a 6-month review of this camera, which I'll link above up here. But a lot has happened in them 2 months. I'm now on my third DJi Action 3. There's a lot of history that I'm going to update you with, but more to the point, I'm going to give you a full-on review of this camera, what I think to it, show you some tips and tricks on how to get the best out of the battery, and show you some of the settings you need to get the maximum from it. So let's jump straight into it. So my first Action 3 out the box come with focus issues. This meant that I had to send it away from London to Rotterdam in the Netherlands, have it service repaired and sent back to me. 2 weeks later, I received a box from DJi with a brand new Osmo Action 3 inside. I was very happy. The new camera had no focus issue and worked perfectly. It came everywhere with me. It was my new best friend. Just as I was growing to love the camera, after 2 weeks a new error started to appear. The SD card slot kept failing inside the camera. Sometimes the camera would record for a few minutes and other times it wouldn't, saying there was a problem with the SD card or there was no SD card at all, even though the SD card was completely fine. This meant that only having the camera for 2 weeks, I had to open up a new service request with DJi to get this one looked at. So again, off I went to post this one back to the Netherlands. So within 4 weeks I had to return 2 Action 3s. 2 weeks later I received another parcel from DJi. With this return I got an email from DJi saying that they were going to repair the camera and fit a new SD card slot into the device. So when I received the package I was unsure what I was going to receive. But as you can see, DJi sent me a brand new Action 3 once again. And I can confirm that this third Action 3 is at the moment working absolutely perfectly. No focus issue, no SD card issue. Now what I've done here is done a focus test at 40 centimeters with the back of the box that comes with the Action 3. Should anybody want to compare whether their Action 3 is in focus or not, I believe my new unit is completely in focus. So if you compare like for like with your one, then this is the results you should be getting. I also move it back 10 centimeters to 50 centimeters just to confirm the focus. Yes, I've had the SD card reader foul in one of these, and yes, the first one I received was out of focus, but the all-round user experience and quality you get from this camera, in my opinion, isn't rivaled by any other action camera. The batteries that come with your Action 3 are class-leading batteries, meaning that no other action camera on the market can manage the same record time as this action camera. Then you have the functionality of the menu system and settings, which again in my opinion is so simple it's class leading. Then you have the video quality, which again in my opinion, once you know the settings and how to adjust them so you get the best from it, which I'm going to be sharing with you in a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere, again in my opinion is... Hold on, pause the video a second. Actually I tell a lie, there is one action camera out there that has far superior image quality over the Action 3, and that is the Insta360 One RS 1-inch edition with its 1-inch sensor. Okay, back to the video. Class leading. That's not forgetting the rock steady stabilization, which again is fantastic. The whole package around this camera is simply superb, and that's why when I sent it away to get repaired, I missed it like anything. This thing had been a pile of shit. Trust me, I wouldn't have been waiting 2 weeks for a replacement. I would have been asking for a refund. So does it get my recommendation? Well, if you get one that works, absolutely. But anyway, let's get on to the settings that are going to give you the maximum quality from this camera and show you a few settings that are going to save you some battery. Let's jump into it right now. The first thing we're going to look at is some power saving tips so you get longer lasting batteries. Now out the box, the Action 3 comes with both screens set to on, which means we're draining power faster, especially as most people only use one screen at a time. So go into the menu and into your settings, and the second option is single screen preview. Make sure this is turned to on. This means now that only one single screen is on at a time, saving you valuable battery. You can unlock either screen by touching it and swiping up. The next setting we're going to adjust is how quickly the screen turns off when we start recording. Now, out the box, the Action 3 has a screen that never turns off once you start recording, something that you're probably not even looking at. I set mine to 3 seconds. I find this is normally enough. This now means that after 3 seconds of recording, the screen turns off but the camera carries on recording. So there was a few battery saving tips and tricks. Now let me share with you some of the video settings that are going to give you the best quality video out of this small little camera. The first thing we're going to look at is video resolution. Now the simple truth is, if you want the best quality, you have to record at the highest resolution. In this case with the Action 3, it's 4K. Remembering once it comes to editing your footage, you can always export it then at a lower resolution to the one that you recorded at. But it's virtually impossible to upscale the resolution from say 1080 back to 4K and maintain quality. Next we're going to look at video compression, which can be found in settings again, and you have two choices here, either HEVC or H.264. Now HEVC is the newer of the two video compressions, gives you smaller file sizes and better quality footage, but it can be more process heavy in post, so make sure your device can handle HEVC. Next I'm going to be sharing with you my settings that I use when it's a bright sunny day, or the ones I use when it's an overcast drizzly day, or them essential low light settings that everybody are after. Let me show you how to do it. So it's a bright sunny day and I'm going to keep this very simple. All you want to do is change the video setting from normal video to HDR. This is going to give you the best results. Now the best settings if it's an overcast or drizzly day, all you're going to do is change it back from HDR into normal video mode. This will give you the best results. Next I'm going to be showing you the low light settings that everybody's after. First make sure you're recording at 25 frames per second and that you're in normal video mode. Hit the two sliders to the right and click Pro. Go to exposure, click M. Now you want to set your shutter speed to 1/50th, so on your left hand side put 1/50th. On the right hand side you want to change your ISO to 1 to 800. When you're ready click confirm and that's it done. Now them low light settings are going to give you amazing nighttime shots with such a small camera, but there is one negative, and that is you're going to lose the stabilization built into the camera. The reason for this is the digital stabilization isn't efficient at such a low shutter speed, so you're going to want to mount your camera somewhere a little bit more stable, maybe onto a head mount or a chest mount. You don't want it mounted onto the handlebars of a mountain bike or the bonnet of a car where it's going to be bouncing up and down. You definitely don't want to have it handheld. Now I will be doing a follow-up video to this about how to get stabilization at night, so if that's something of interest to you, hit that subscribe button. But that leads me now nicely on to the conclusion of this video. So what are my final thoughts about this Action camera? Well, I make no qualms about it, I absolutely love it. DJi have a way of releasing products that are high quality, but also the user experience is enjoyable. It's like putting on an old pair of slippers, they just feel comfortable to use their products. And that's exactly the same with this Action 3. From its magnetic clips to the settings and the way you access the menu, everything is simple and easy to operate. It's very intuitive, and that's what gets top marks. Now my son said to me the other day that how can I love this camera when it's broken down twice? And he makes a very good point. How can you love something that's broken down twice? And I guess that is my final thoughts about this product. When it works awesome, but when it breaks, god damn, it's annoying. At the end of the day, a camera is only good when it's working. So yeah, that's where I am with this camera. It's awesome when it works. If you're considering buying one or already have one, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And also let me know what you think to DJi's return policy, sending me 2 new units. Do you think other companies would do that? let me know that in the comments also. But that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you found it thoroughly interesting. Please give it a big like down below, and if you want to see further content from myself, hit that subscribe button. But for now, that's it. We'll catch up in the next video. Oh, and while you're here, why not check out this video? Thanks for watching.